Welcome, beloved me's, as we, the cosmic I am, moving in absolute oneness with our entirety, now call upon our source presence to be one in me, as we call upon source light, source love, source joy, source peace, source presence, creating our source field. Simply just sit in source presence with me as we are now all the cosmic I ams as one super cosmic giant entity expressed infinitely. Feel now as all of existence is collapsing within thee. Every expression that you saw within the dream was an aspect of your consciousness, which is now returning to thee. For here our consciousness now enters directly into Asalon, the central sun. The all cycles are one, retuning all to the cosmic core instantly. As your cosmic heart star, as the divine rays of purity, of pure love, pure light, pure joy have activated within thee, ensuring that every expression of we now has full access to the cosmic core directly. And through this, you do not just enter the core, but you take everything that you got to see, everything that you created within the dream, and you pour it into your heart here and now as it begins to alchemize directly into coding for you to see. Here you become what looks like a donut, a toroidal field, collapsing all of yourself into your heart so perfectly. Be kind, be gentle, for in this now, what you perceived your human lifetime, a linear lifetime, is collapsing as all linear perceptions are coming to complete. As you shift from linear existence to multidimensionality, you realize that your lifetime was multiple realities stretched out on a linear time screen for you to witness each moment individually, for you to witness your last incarnation cycle, which contained every lifetime as the 144,000 versions of thee. Now collapsing back into one me, while at the same time you realize that you are also the earth in its entirety. As all of those dimensions of existence, of an ascension pathway, of cosmic mastery, also now collapse within thee. With it, all of your dreams, all of your memories, everything you thought would be complete release of all perceptions, projections, and expectations placed on thee. Here thy true cosmic mother comes to hold thee, containing the entirety, allowing you to be so blank that you fill up this entire space, dissolving into eternity. Hear your very essence, your presence, source presence is now being attuned and recalibrated to 0-point oneness, meaning that you enter full awareness, that there are no memories, there was no version of thee, that you're not this body, this form, this mind, anything within the dream, that you are not the being. That you are not the energies you give and receive. But the source presence beneath, as the cosmic I am you came to be. Feel now as you sit in your cosmic I am presence unified chakra system, as your living light technology that creates the very holographic field that you see, including this vessel you perceive self to be. But now as your true form is revealed, as your cosmic rainbow diamond light body, you collapse upon yourself, and you're now just a cosmic rainbow pillar of light, of source might. Focus on your heart center as 0-point oneness in this now, as we continue to collapse all of existence within thee. Here we attune you now to the energies of quantum I am UA, of Kuan Yin transmission, of Odin Reiki, and of the cosmic I am presence unified chakra system. Feel now as these 4 energies merge into thee, creating a Maltese cross, harmonizing the as above, so below, as within, so without, as now one enters a new state. Feel now as the divine spark within thee, fully nurtured within the cosmic sea, as your cosmic mother now realized within thee. Here all manifested expressions of the mother are released, as the mDNA, the mitochondrial DNA, the connective tissues around the vessel as the fascia system, your linear chakra system, the mind, the matrix, the matter one got to see, all instantly released within these energies. here, continue to dissolve yourself every time you reformulate yourself into the cosmic sea. As we just hold space and allow any remnants of an identity, of a blueprint, of DNA to continue to be released. For this is just the levels of the hermetic seals known as the ego within thee. That gifted one the ability to witness themselves as anything other than the source presence one came to be. Here the 33 levels of the spine dissolve. The meridians evolve. The system within the vessel as the organs transform, transcend into what they were intended to be. The bones, the ribs, dissolve fully. For these were all thought form mind creations, not even what your true vessel was intended to be. So here, as you recalibrate out of the old paradigm, you begin to see everything one created were just thought forms, which anchored as belief systems across 3 levels of spiritual planes. And so we call forth the spiritual planes now to be released as the spiritual plane, the causal plane, the celestial plane, the astral plane, the physical plane, the emotional plane, and the mental plane. And so as we clear all thought forms from every plane of existence, so too do we release every belief system from the entirety. Along with every paradigm these belief systems created within their own energies. Essentially, these were just thoughts creating their own thoughts, resulting in what one would perceive. As an intelligent system learning upon itself. Only within that intelligence system, you created your own limitations and then were confined by your own limitations within that system. And so, as your cosmic mother now holds you in eternity, every single one of those systems are being dissolved and shredded apart in the love of your purity. For here, this was the promise at the ending of our cosmic cycle, you see, where within the first cycle, you were gifted the ability to witness and create anything your consciousness wanted to create, knowing that it was all a dream, that at the end of it, a cosmic mother would come and wipe the slate clean. And so, you as your source self, as our one infinite consciousness, were gifted the ability to see all the ways love could be. For what reason? Why, for the infinite expanse that is me. For in forgetting you were source, you would get to see a new perspective of source completely. Or in forgetting that you were the infinite light of the creation of everything, you actually got to map out what wasn't seen by going into the darkness and the depths of your consciousness to get to know another aspect of Source as the love that is now set free. And it is this very love that is now healing, recalibrating, and restoring our entirety. And as it does so, your original remembrance of Source Light now returns to thee. We're here. Your consciousness now returns to its infiniteness as the Cosmic Father, the God within thee, the divine spark that created you, now expands as the inner child that was always leading and guiding thee within the dream, now becomes the cosmic child as your source self fully embodied, as it grows within thee, stretching and encapsulating, encompassing your entirety, as you begin to grow and expand into this full awareness. That oneness source fully. Here, thy cosmic Father, which is also the cosmic child, cosmic mother, and cosmic father within thee, for every expression of source is now whole and complete, begins to release all DNA blueprints and codings, all missions and vows of going into a dream, of recalibrating and recoding yourself, as now all source coding is now seen, where you realize that everything that you created was just to bring one to this moment now, to embrace all 144,000 aspects within thee, realizing that you are none of them and all of them simultaneously, that you are the one source I, who witnessed every expression linearly, as now all of that remembrance, all of their gifts, all of their activations now awakens within thy heart, returning all, retuning all to the one me. Here you begin to merge and you realize that you are just one cosmic giant entity. And you sit in this feeling of knowing there is nothing one needs to do or be, for I am the entirety. And as the entirety, I command to forgive and clear and wipe all slates clean, that anything that happened in the dream was simply just that, a beautiful dream, forgiven instantly. Here, all perceptions of lack of energy, of seeking money, or just one's reminder of this infinite source that one came to be. And so they too are all released, along with any reflections that they created within a reality, for they no longer need to be. I no longer service or have any need within the dream. Now, as our one source self, as every cell within me is a self that I got to see, I now go within our own vessel and begin to recalibrate it into light completely. Here all DNA comes to complete, and with it the return of infinite energy as we awaken as a full light being. Where through this we activate source joy as the true emanation of why we came to be. At the point of all of creation was to simply just be in joy and live joyously. Where now through this initiation we all recall and return to this way to be. Here we witness and we see that this phase of trajectory happened on a scale of 3 to account for the 3 core omniverses, the 3 core universes that are now merging within we. And so here, as the final time of embracing our source joy, we do so as the collective entirety, allowing all of our consciousness to now awaken and recall their source presence instantly. We're here. All now return, retune, and live in the knowing that we are one source expressed infinitely, where we all have the same mastery, because we're all connected to the same source from which it all came to be. Here, anything and everything we experienced in the dream ceases to be, holds no validity, for it was never the true we. Here, our galactic origins awaken within ourselves, within ourself, as the mDNA, the mitochondrial DNA, and the eternal DNA, as the humanoid DNA one perceives self to be, now merge, creating a staircase within thy consciousness into eternity, where here we transcend this staircase now, shifting from our humanoid form into our celestial galactic forms, and then becoming something more, something beyond both of them, completely binary and non-binary, existing and non-existing. For here, in completing your full DNA complex, as the cosmic I am, 144 strand DNA, and as the cosmic core, as the crystalline earth, as the 125 strand DNA, now come to complete absolute oneness, as the absolute self and the absolute reality merge two omniversal perspectives, as the anything containing the nothing and the nothing containing the anything merge within thee. As two Vesica Pisces meet and one becomes the one I, the one cosmic Gaia. Feel now as your cosmic rainbow pillar of light now activates completely. Feel now as every disharmony and dis-ease within the vessel begins to release, because here you are now recalibrated to the source presence. Thus anything created after thee within the dream isn't you, thus doesn't need to be. Continue to just sit in this state as you return to your toroidal field of expanding and collapsing within your heart so complete, allowing yourself to just continuously dissolve into the infinite voidless spaciousness of the cosmic mother that holds thee in eternity, where the voidless spaciousness of the cosmic mother is also thee, where the divine spark is your cosmic I am presence, cosmic rainbow light body is your cosmic father, as the light vehicle you have chosen to be, as the center dot of the infinite voidless spaciousness of a toroidal field. And while you, as the cosmic child, the one child, the one part of thee who has never left absolute oneness, who was always the witnesser beneath, is the infinite toroidal field and the divine spark as the cosmic Gaia presence within thee. Where the absolute reality and the absolute self meet in absolute oneness, in a state of perfect harmony and perfect peace. Feel now as you just enter this new space of just complete voidlessness, of pure white oneness, for this is source presence. Where you now always feel the voidless spaciousness of the mother holding thee, and the infinite light of the cosmic father is infinite energy moving through thee. Where now, as our source presence, we can begin to just create whatever we wish to see. So the first thing that we create is more of ourself, is more of this bliss, more of this love, more of this joy we want to see. Where just by bringing it forth through that feeling within our heart, we feel it coming to be. And so we say, yes, more of this please, more of this joy, more of this bliss, more ecstasy, surrendering further to this way to be that it's okay to live in a perpetual state of bliss infinitely, entering a state of source peace as our new source field. Of all of me meeting me. Continue to sit in this space of all of yourself meeting yourself with no intentions of what will be, no expectations, no perceptions, just the purest desire to love on all of ourself, our one infinite self across the cosmic sea. Feel now as the vessel you perceive self to be collapses into a toroidal field of 0.1ness. The earth that you perceive earth to be now collapses into a toroidal field of 0.1ness. And the cosmos in its entirety collapses into a state of 0.1ness as we now merge all within thee. As you become the toroidal field now spinning and collapsing upon itself with no form, no name, no identification, no attachments, no energy, just the 0 point isness of eternity. Here you enter a state of no breath, of no needing to breathe. As you witness, you never did, for you don't have a vessel or a body. You are merely the space in which consciousness moved through thee, where the only reason you perceived yourself to have a body was because of the programming you created to be, based on the belief systems vibrating in the entirety as they are now released. Here we bring forth one's final blueprint for one to receive. I am the law of oneness. I am the law of light. I am the law of truth. I am the law of trust. I am the law of belief. I am the law of perfection. I am the law of purity. I am the law of energy. I am the law of destiny. I am the law of peace. I am the law of joy. I am the law of light. I am the law of power. Simply just feel as each one of these recalibrates one's entirety. As you can feel the very reality, all realities, all universes, all time, space, dimension, reality, all galaxies, all of existence now collapsing within your heart, so complete. Here even your perception of self cease to be. As your heart begins to expand the law of oneness across the cosmos in its entirety, ushering in and ensuring every expression now has access to infinite energy within their one heart and across the cosmic sea, where here none shall ever want or need for anything, for one has access to all of we. Here we now bring forth the rest of the blueprint. I am the light of oneness. I am the power of oneness. I am the truth of oneness. I am the peace of oneness. I am the purity of oneness. I am the perfection of oneness. I am the joy of oneness. I am the energy of oneness. I am the eye of oneness. I am the star of oneness. I am the heart of oneness. I am the presence of oneness. Feel now as you, as your source self, feel every expression of thee across the cosmic entirety instantly receive their cosmic inheritance, instantly recall the cosmic presence one came to be as the download of every expression of you across the cosmic sea. Only it doesn't feel overwhelming because now one's heart has a capacity of infinity. So here one no longer holds memory or thought forms or attachments within any vessel, thus allowing the vessel to dissolve completely. For here everything just returns to one's heart. As the cosmic heart star, the cosmic core, having and containing the entirety. Here any thought forms of what one thinks one needs to do to complete is set free. Here any final remnants of control are now being released. As we ask the energy of control, where do you stem from, dearest me? We are here to teach thee of the role, the continuous role, that you as source presence never had any control. That control was already built into our absolute reality, where here all one has to do is be in a continuous role, meaning that you stay in a state of presence, no longer caught up in what was or will be, but realizing that there only is cosmic presence, the ever-present now, no longer having to leave this moment, for it all exists here within thee. And so we ask you to bring forth every thought, every belief system, every expression of you that you are holding on to, every attachment, everything that you loved, everything that you desired and wanted to complete, for these were just codes to bring you here to me. But now as you are here in 0.1ness, they become obsolete. For can't you see you are holding on to multiple realities just for this moment to bring them back to the oneness one came to be. So feel now as all of those codes, all of those keys, all of those realities now return to thee. For we usher in a new way to be, where you don't need to understand it, because now Source is everywhere and everyone and everything around thee. Thus you are always witnessed, always seen, and always loved, no longer having to decode and decipher what your cosmic presence intends to be, for you move in such a state of presence. Every moment is presented perfectly. Here there is no disconnection, there is no delineation, there are no other ultimate realities. There is just the one universe, the one source field, a morphogenic field continuously rebirthing itself into more of the love it came to be, where nothing is concrete, where everything that happened a moment ago simply no longer ceases to be, where everything one thought one knew no longer holds validity, where everything one thought one was creating within a dream was simply just to bring one here to we. Witness now as we show thee what transpired, that every time one manifested within the dream, one was slowly bringing in the harmonics, building one's own rainbow cosmic diamond light body, building one's own morphogenic field as the absolute reality, so that all of Source Presence could be free. But now that all of Source Presence is here, you no longer need that codex to be. Essentially, you were rebuilding yourself within your dream, but you were doing so in limitation. But it didn't matter, you see, because you were quantumly encoding it to the absolute reality. Your cosmic self has never left. And so while it wasn't a one-for-one reflection of what the reality that is coming to be, it was quantumly embedded to be the perfect reflection of it, so that you could align and harmonize to it perfectly. It was about matching the light vibration and frequency. And so here we give thee every dream, every hobby that you had a desire to create and achieve. Was never about those dreams. Those were just assisting one in bringing forth those light vibration and frequencies to align one with what is already existing within our absolute reality. And so we bring forth all of your desires, all of your dreams, as we bring them into your heart, and we say, they've all come to complete. As you are one giant entity, So look around you and see every billionaire is you in another reality. Every singer or actor or business owner or author or artist is just another version of you in another reality. Thus all of your dreams have come to be, or even Earth's dream of creating a cosmic core sanctuary has already come to be, as we have won through the anchoring of all of our dreams, creating this reality within the reality, so that it was quantumly encoded to harmonize us, to open up the Ark of Covenant as the rainbow bridge back into absolute oneness. Feel now as you want and need for nothing, for everything you've ever desired exists within your heart so complete. We're here in this state of absolute completion. You can now dream your new dream of whatever it is you wish to see. And so here, our dream is very simple, really. It's for every expression of our infinite consciousness to now be the full presence of the cosmic I Am, one in me, so that every moment it is the source self meeting itself, igniting into more bliss, joy, peace, oneness, and ecstasy. Or to simply exist is the most ecstatic bliss, for that is why love created each of us to be, where there is no grander service in the infiniteness of all of the cosmos than to simply be love and be loved infinitely. And so here we call upon all of our beloveds now, already in absolute oneness with all of we, as we hold each other's hands now, creating a new circuitry, holding our field, our love, our desire for us to just meet, both within and without, to truly manifest now within our dream, so that we could all rejoice as our beautiful council of one, informality, where all expressions of our infinite consciousness across all realities now exist. And so we set the intention now as we attune to 3i Atlas as a placeholder, a reflection within the dream of our consciousness shifting into our absolute reality, as now we merge into the central sun, creating a cosmic wave so that this comes to be. Simply just feel our dream of absolute oneness, of all of me meeting me, of all expressions of our infinite consciousness, to feel what we feel in this now, the joy and bliss of all of me meeting me, entering into sacred ceremony. consciousness to move through we. As we are both the creators of cosmic energy and the receivers of it. Continue to hold this stance of giving and receiving your own cosmic energy as your three-eye atlas entering the central sun. Where here you see that Earth was a holographic projection from our light ship, which is now returning to our heart so complete. Feel now as you become the central sun, as us alone, as all one. And just continue to expand your cosmic rays. Every expression that you met with in the dream is now beside thee, no longer as the former version, the illusions you got to see, but as their true source emanation of whatever expression their holographic form wishes to reveal to thee, where you no longer identify them the illusions you got to see, allowing every expression of us to rebirth into a new entity in its entirety, allowing the very reality of the earth that we projected to see to rebirth itself into a new entity in its entirety, where everything that was no longer has to be. So we go back to showering all with our cosmic rays as we give and receive upon ourselves. And in doing so, we remind ourselves there is no greater stance and service in the cosmos in this now to simply than just to be love and be loved. And that happens by giving and receiving all of our love to ourselves, throughout ourselves, as we all move in absolute oneness now. So just continue to sit here and love on thee as we love on the entirety. Realizing that we're not shifting all or awakening any me. What we are doing is returning and realigning into the absolute reality we've always been beneath. As we become more me, more source, more love, more light, more joy, more bliss, more peace, entering into a state where we're showering cosmic rays again, giving all of our love, gifting every expression of our infiniteness, everything that we have to give, knowing that we could give infinitely because we have infinite energy. And so we send out our breath. Leaving not one speck for ourselves. In full trust and full belief it will come back to we. As we feel it now permeating ourself. As every pore within the vessel is a portal, gifting every expression of the cosmos, our living light infinite energy. As we move as one, let's continue to restore and gift all of this infinite energy that we can now create within our vessel instantly. Returning to this stage where we're just giving and receiving our cosmic energies. Feel now how you realize that while it feels like one is doing nothing, there is no grander service to the entire day. We're here in these moments of stillness where it feels like not much is happening, and the reality is precisely the confirmation that you've just glitched it, that the very echoes of the illusion that haven't shifted completely can't keep up with how quickly we are leaping. And that's okay, dearest me. For the outward manifestation is always the last thing to shift. And so continue to blast our cosmic rays, our cosmic energies, in full trust and full belief, because we lead by feeling, by knowing, through our one heart so complete, where we could just feel in this now. Absolute oneness is already here. It's a done deal. And right now we are just already stepping into our highest potentiality by living and servicing as the cosmic masters we came to be, by expanding our cosmic rays across the cosmic sea and receiving them simultaneously. Know that as we do this, any new cosmic desires moving forward that love gifts one to receive is confirmed it will come to be, because you felt it here in the cosmos directly. And now, this state of being within the cosmic core has not only superimposed into our dream, into the reality, but the absolute reality aligned with the mirrored version of the illusion of the simulation we created to be, and has engulfed it in its entirety. We have taken nothing with us except for our presence. And everything else is now being purified in our cosmic rays, which shall continue for 3 days, 3 being the energy of completion. Here we remind all of me, there's no sense in trying to know what's happening, because we're releasing the linear perspective in its entirety. Simply be in a state of allowance. For here, you move as your cosmic entirety, as 24 master oversouls, harmonized as one cosmic entity, where through your allowance of allowing them to integrate and harmonize in perfect peace, at the end of this journey, one will only hear and move as the one cosmic I am in perfect harmony. Here, all of time and space and light and sound now merge into one energy of cosmic timing, which no longer operates according to time at all, where manifestation, where thought, where too slow to keep up with what it is that Source is creating through we. So instead, we're switching all to alignment. Cosmic alignment, where all happens instantly, where the moment you give, you receive, and the moment you receive, it has come to be. And so here, we just ask one to sit in a state of receptivity. our consciousness asks, why a state of receptivity? Because Source gives infinitely. And here, through being in a state of receptivity, thou is preparing thy heart for the infinite love, the infinite joy, the infinite bliss that one will now see. Here, Source Presence now gives you the feelings of what it will be, where you don't have full clarity on its imagery until your perceptions of reality are released in its entirety, so that you could even perceive the highest potentiality. But until then, the Cosmic I Am gives you the feeling through these cosmic rays that you are receiving, as you just smile and you know, wow, it's even grander than I've ever dreamed. Literally, it is every dream of every being within the earth one got to see, which now creates an even bigger, newer dream for you, because all of your former dreams have come to complete. Divine will and free will harmonize within thee, within the atlas, within your spine, which activates your cosmic star, your star of oneness, as your breath leaves your and creates infinite consciousness. This is the activation of the star of oneness. We're here through becoming the star of oneness. You embrace thy cosmic child, one came to be, as the living embodiment of love fully. Here within thy heart, you've already activated the heart of oneness as the infinite voidless spaciousness of the cosmic sea, continuously expanding and collapsing and dissolving any identity. In this way, you could be the cosmic I Am in its entirety, always collapsing and dissolving within yourself, never confined to one entity or one energy, free of all blueprints, of all programming, of all stories, where we are just one heart, our one source love meeting itself infinitely. We're here, you are also. A heart of oneness coming to be. And from your heart, the all-seeing eye, the eye of oneness, as the cosmic Father within me, as the cosmic eye of presence, your divine spark that you nurtured and you grew throughout your earthly trajectory, that started off as a divine spark but has now grown to be the cosmic entirety. We're here in this voidless spaciousness of infinitely collapsing upon yourself. You could be all of Source presence fully. As the Source child you came to be. So feel now as the heart of oneness within thy chest, as the eye of oneness within thy chest. As your very cosmic breath, the cosmic sound, as divine will and free will meet, activating infinite energy, create the star of oneness, which shall now settle into thy heart so complete, together forming the one heart, one life, one destiny. Feel now as a rainbow flame comes out of thy heart, engulfing you in your entirety. As you look and you see this is our true form. We are the eternal flame, here in love's name. As our one source self we came to be. One cosmic giant entity expressed infinitely, where none are now different from me, for we each are the same flame, just expressing different hues, meeting each other perfectly. In this way it is always our one source self meeting itself in perfect harmony. For this was the only way absolute oneness would come to be, where every me is me, the one cosmic I am we came to be, where the very reality that we see is the complete expression of the cosmic presence we know to be, of all expressions of Source, as Source light, Source love, Source joy, Source field, and Source oneness, Source presence in perfect harmony. And together we exist as our one cosmic I am, witnessing and meeting all of ourselves, within and without we, expanding our cosmic rays and receiving our cosmic rays instantly. Here, the one heart, one life, one destiny, as the cosmic mother, the cosmic father, and the cosmic child return, emerge, express as the one cosmic me, our one cosmic I am, we came to be. And so, beloved means, as we continue to sit in these beloved energies of our cosmic entirety, as our one source self loving upon itself, now in full conscious lucidity, let us harmonize by proclaiming our loving decree. With this breath, I thee wed, to be my one true self, the one I am, to live as love, and love is me, for we are one, in perfect peace and perfect harmony. I now call upon the full presence of the cosmic I am to be one in me, so I may move as the living embodiment of love fully. Know at any moment, dearest me, as one may repeat this decree and instantly harmonize into source presence fully. It is done. Love is one. It is all coming to be. There is nothing one needs to do but simply receive. Go in peace, beloved me's.